Overtime underway here. Poliski against Newman. Poliski wins it to Ward here. Ward tries to go to his partner, but is picked off by Three. Three throws it out in front of the net, picked off by Ward there. Ward throws it up to Polinsky. Polinsky with some speed here. Tries to take it wide, and he does. Cuts inside. He's got some speed in the corner here. First on the puck, throws it in front of the net. 21 shot just off the side of the net here. Polinsky throws it out in front. It is loose. Picked up by Schneider here. Schneider's from far out, just over the net. Still behind the net here for Chaska. Polinsky on the puck behind the net is batted away by a Woodbury defender. Here comes Three back the other way with some speed. He's able to get the puck out of his zone. Way to use his body to protect the puck from Polinsky there as he's just getting hounded. Here comes Schneider back the other way, one-on-one against Hensler. 20 steps on the ice and is able to get control of the puck here. Poked away. She still has control of the puck. Tries to throw it up to her winger and is held in by a Chaska player. And she's able to clear the zone finally. Polinsky over to Schneider. Schneider's got some room to walk in here. Good step by Hensler there to just nullify any opportunities there. Schneider has control of the puck along the boards. Throws it on net. Good save, Hellberger. 20 throws along the glass. Unable to clear. Puck behind the net, picked up by a Woodbury player. They try to throw it off the boards and out, held in by Ward. Back down by the net to Schneider here as he fights for it along the boards. Schneider still has control of the puck. Tries to throw it in front of the net, but it goes to the far corner, and Chaska first on the puck there. Seaver with the puck, throws it behind the net to Polinsky. Polinsky throws it all the way up to his point. Throws it back down to the corner. Sharp angle one-timer there, you know. I guess anything on net doesn't hurt. Ward throws it in deep behind the net, picked up by Hensler. Getting held on the boards by Polinsky. Hensler comes away with the puck, unable to clear, held in by Ward, throws it to the far corner. First on the puck is 20 for Woodbury here. 3 minutes left in overtime. Newman is able to clear the zone. Here comes Three. He's got some speed. 3-on-2 going the other way for Woodbury here. Three walks in, tries to take it wide. Moulton pushes him wide, throws it out in front of the net. It's loose. Oh, and he gets his toe on it. Oh, and it stays out. Oh, my goodness. That almost went in, but Hansen's able to get his toe on that and keep it out of the net just barely. Just throw the pucks on net. Who knows what it's going to bounce off of and how close it could be to going in. Wow. Great save by Hansen as he's able to stretch and get his toe on that and keep it out of the zone. Woodbury gets the puck in deep here. Ward's the first on it. He has plenty of time here. Throws it up along the boards. Intercepted by Egan. Egan still has control of the puck. Throws it deep. Still fighting for it along the boards here. A big pile of players, and it squirts behind the net to pat it. Oh, and he gets tripped. That'll be a penalty against Chaska here. Big power play for Woodbury here. And they're showing that save up there, you know. One of the Woodbury players just throws it from the corner. It bounces off Newman, and then it bounces off a Chaska defender, and it is on pace to go right in the net, but Hansen's able just to get his toe on that ever so slightly and stop the puck from going in. And it was still loose, in like 2 inches away from the goal line, and he's able to jump on it and cover it for a whistle. Good play. That got my heart rate up here watching that. That was close to going in the end of the game there. But that's the type of goal you expect to see in games like this when these players are so good and the teams are so evenly matched. You know, it just takes a lucky bounce. Got some fans on the Jumbotron up there. Two minutes, 20 seconds left in overtime here. A 1-minute power play for Woodbury as Chaska's looking to kill this off and keep this game alive. Big offensive zone draw here for Woodbury. Newman against Polinsky here. Newman wins it to the slot and is blocked by a Chaska player. Hensler gets it in deep. Defoe is able just to clear it, and I don't know if that's enough for icing. And that will be icing. Good smart play. Who cares if it's icing? Just get the puck out of your zone. Live to fight another day. Good play, Defoe there. Newman wins it up to his point man, over to Graham. Graham takes some steps in. Nice block by, was that Shiny there? Great block to keep the puck from going on net. And they just clear the puck all the way down the ice for another icing. Good play. Who cares if the faceoff is down in your zone? Just get that puck out of yours. 34 seconds left on the power play here for Woodbury. Another big draw here against Newman and Poluski. Newman wins it up to Graham. Graham over to his partner. Hensler takes some steps in here. Shot. Oh, nice blocker save by Hansen there to push in the corner. Here comes Defoe, first on the puck, unable to clear it. 3 passes to Newman on the slot. Nice glove save by Hansen there, and they blow the play dead. He thought he caught it. 20 seconds left on the power play. Newman against Poluski again, and they tie each other up. Pass it up to Graham. Graham walked in, tipped high just over the net here. Schneider first on the puck, and he just slaps it all the way down the ice here for another icing. 8 seconds left on the power play. Who cares how many icing calls you guys get? Get that puck out of your zone. I like the way Chaska's killing this penalty here. 1 minute and 28 seconds left to go in overtime here. Hopefully we just keep on getting overtime. Hopefully it doesn't go to a shootout after this, but a shootout is very exciting. Newman against Poluski here once again. Newman wins it to one of his wingers, up to Hensler. Hensler over to Graham. Graham has some room to walk in here. Good stick by Poluski to not let him get a shot off. Power play is over. Unable to clear the puck out of the zone. Here comes Newman with the puck in the slot. Oh, just out of the reach of number 3. And here comes Schofield. He has control of the puck. Gets his stick lifted by Schneider, I believe. And they try to find Poluski back the other way, but just under his stick. Here comes Hensler. Tries to walk in the zone. Makes a man miss. Toe drag. Another toe drag. Good stick by Defoe to not let him get a shot off there. He's trying to walk. Throws it out in front. It's loose. He's still loose. They try to jam it. It's still loose. They throw it out. Held in by 20. Good hold. She takes some steps and throws it behind the net here. Newman should be first on the puck, and he is. Newman has the puck in the corner here, and he's just getting pounded on the boards here. Schofield now takes the puck, throws it up to the point, but it is picked off by Poluski. Here comes Poluski. 3-on-2 back the other way. Poluski's trying to kill some time here, trying to find an outlet. Throws down in front. It is loose, still loose on front. Swept to the corner by Schofield. Schneider first on the puck, throws it up to the point, held in. Over to the bank. Shot from far out. Oh, just off the side of the net. Poluski behind the net, throws it to Schneider. Oh, he tries to throw it right on. Shot from far out. Oh, he just whiffs on it. Here comes Woodbury back the other way. Hensler's got some speed. 4-on-2 the other way. One Woodbury player falls. 3-on-2. Hensler tries to take it wide. Good play to force him wide and make him rethink the entry. Good defense. Shot from far out. Puck is loose on front. It's still loose. Goalie's far out of his crease. Just get the puck out, and they clear the puck out of the zone. Good play, and that'll do it for overtime. Holy moly. Holy moly. That was close down there. There were a lot of close goals right there in overtime. Great job by Hansen as he was facing a lot of shots, a lot of offensive zone time for Woodbury there. Hansen's able to keep his team alive and stand on his head, and I believe forced to a 4-on-4 overtime now, or it might be 5-on-5 again. See what the refs think here. Showing some replays up there. There it is, the one that just, is so close to going in, and he just gets his toe on that. Great save. Oh my, great save. Great save. That would have gone in. That 100% would have gone in if he doesn't, stretch his leg out and get the tip of his skate on that to keep it from going in the net. Great play. Great play. Greatest save I've seen this tournament. And that was to force it to overtime. Chaska sends out 4 players. It looks like it's going to be 4-on-4 here. Big draw here. Newman against Schneider. Schneider wins it to Hensler here. Hensler back to Graham. Graham over to Hensler. Hensler back to Graham, and they are just Graham all the way up to Newman here. They got their horses out here. Here comes Newman, tries to take it in wide. He does so. Shot from far out, nice hard shot, rebound out in front, and Schofield on it, unable to get the shot off. Good stick by Schneider to lift his stick. Good save by Hensland. Over to Graham. Graham over to Newman, back up to Graham here. Looks like a power play for these boys. Graham over to Hensler. He's able to walk in, shot just wide. Newman not first on the puck. Good play by Sawyer right there, or Seaver, excuse me. Over to Newman. Newman up to Graham. Oh, just out of his reach, and the puck clears the zone here. Graham over to Hensler here with Seaver on them. Here comes Graham back over to Hensler, and here comes Hensler with some speed. Oh, and just out of his reach. Picked up by Chaska. Here comes Schneider, just bounces over his stick. And here comes Hensler back the other way. Good step by the Chaska defender to get it away from him. Schneider, stronger stick there, comes away with the puck. Has the puck in, tries to walk, toe drag around. Good stick by number 3 to puck him away. Puck is loose, squirts out to the point. Throws it into the corner. Here's Poliski. Poliski throws it on net. Easy save for Hellberger there. Hellberger. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left in the second overtime here. 4-on-4. Big draw here for Chaska. Egan against Gio here. Egan wins the puck. Here comes Taniako. Tikniako back to Weth here. Throws it up along the boards, and that should be icing unless it hit us. Nope, and that will be icing. Face off back down in the Woodbury zone here. Shots on goal are 21 for Chaska and 30 for Woodbury here with 3 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second overtime. Poliski against Egan on the draw. Oh, one by Egan. Here comes 3 with some speed. Has control of the puck, one-on-one here. Schneider's able to get back, though. Gurman in the corner here, loses control of the puck. Here comes Poliski back the other way here. He's got Schneider with him, 2-on-2. Schneider has the puck here, just stick handles, walk in, shot from far out, easy save for Hellenberger there. Just absorb that puck. Way to not let any rebounds come out of there. Great save. Big face-off here. Poliski against Newman. Newman wins the draw back to his partner, and it goes back up to Newman. Newman and Schofield back the other way. Newman takes it in wide. Still has control of the puck down low behind the net. Shiny's on him, though. Shiny comes away with the puck here, has it behind his own net. And he's got some room to skate it here, and he does so. Takes it himself. Unable to get it through a player. Oh, and Newman almost has a chance. Here comes Schneider back the other way with Poliski with him. Schneider takes it in wide, nice and slow here. Throws it behind the net. Woodbury first on the puck. Here comes 20 with some speed back the other way. She's got Schofield with her. Schofield takes it wide. Good stick by number 98 to push the puck in the corner. Schofield walks to the slot, unable to get a shot off. Good stick by 98 again to not let him get a shot off there. Great play. Great defensive play by number 98 right there. Cooper Moulter. Here comes Hensler back the other way. He's got some speed. Takes this one outside here. Tries to cut inside between all the defenders, and he does. Gets the puck back to himself. Wide open net, and just puts it a little bit wide. Here comes Moulter back the other way here. He's got some speed. Doing himself 3-on-2 back the other way. Chaska players go for a change. Moulter gets the puck in deep for himself, and he skates away from it to go back to the point. Here comes Schofield back the other way. He's got Egan with him. Schofield going for a change. Here comes Egan. 1-on-3 here. Egan just has control of the puck. Cuts inside, makes a man miss. Another cut. Falling down, not able to get the shot off there. No penalty. Puck behind the net, picked up by Chaska here. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in the second overtime. Here's Ward with the puck behind his own net. Throws along the boards to Moulter here. Moulter tries to clear it out of the zone. Held in by Hensler. Here comes Hensler with the puck. He walks in, cuts outside, makes a man miss. Backhand, off the shoulder, over the net. Good save. Egan first on the puck, throws it down to Hensler. Here comes Hensler, tries to throw it out in front of the net. Good block by Moulter to not let that pass get through. Oh, good hold by 20 to not let that man get a breakaway on her. Here comes number 3 back the other way with some speed. Unable to get the shot off. Good defense. Great defense from both teams in these overtimes here to not let these teams get shots. Here comes Hensler with the puck on the point. Cuts outside, walks in a little bit, cuts inside here. He's doing it himself. Shot from far out. Nice save. Rebound out in front, and they are able to clear the puck out of the zone. Won't be icing as Schofield is right next to it here. Here comes Schofield back the other way. He's got a player with him. He's got some speed, tries to cut outside here. Sharp angle shot coming. Oh, just off the side of the net here. Schofield with the puck behind the net. Goalie's down. Picked up by a Chaska player. Here comes Seaver back the other way. Throws it over to Poliski. Poliski's got the puck. Schneider steps onto the ice here. Schneider and Poliski have been all over the ice for Chaska. Poliski trying to get fancy over there. He gets taken down. Oh, almost squirts away from 20, and Schneider could have had a breakaway, but she gets back on it. Here she comes back the other way herself, and Schneider's able to strip the puck from her, and he's got some speed here. Can he beat Hemsworth? And he is able to, stays on his feet, unable to tug it 5-0. Good save by Helmberger right there. Oh, Schneider wants that one back with 5 seconds left. He's able just to outmuscle both the Woodbury defenders, use his body to protect the puck, stays on his feet, and is able to get a pretty good shot off. Tries to tug it 5-0, but Helmberger is able to get his pad on that and keep Woodbury alive. 5 seconds to go in second overtime. I wonder what's going to happen next. Big draw here for Poliski against Newman. Newman needs to win the draw here to not let them get a scoring opportunity. And, you know, Chaska's trying to get anything they can right before this game's over. Chaska wins it. Oh, blocked by Newman. Puck's in the corner, and they're fighting for it along the boards. And that'll do it for the second overtime. Let's see what's coming up next. Maybe 3-on-3. Oh, and we are heading to a shootout. Oh, no. We are going to see some skill out here. Wow, 2 evenly matched teams, and it is going to a shootout here. 5 periods doesn't solve it when we need to go to a shootout. Great chances from both teams in that overtime once again, and the goalie's able to stand on their heads and keep their team alive. And here's what it comes down to, a shootout. Shots on goal after the second overtime, 23 for Chaska and 32 for Woodbury. Great game by Hansen so far, and this is going to a shootout. All comes down to the goalies and the players out here. Let's see what can happen. I'm excited. I bet everybody watching is excited and nervous. I can't imagine how the parents in here feel and all their friends and family. And this place is starting to get fuller by the second as people hear that it's going to a shootout. People standing out in the lobby coming in here to watch what is going to happen as these 2 amazing teams go to a shootout, and we get to see the skill from all these players unfold. I think they're trying to figure out how many players they're going to allow for each team to go here, and I'm kind of curious as well. Hansen trying to hype up the crowd over there, and it works, and you can hear a roar from the Chaska fans. Still waiting for a call from the refs out here to see how many players were going. But here comes Newman for Woodbury. Bjorn Newman, first shooter for Woodbury as he's going up against Hansen here. Here comes Newman here. He's taking it nice and slow here. Stick handle a little bit, walks in. Fake shot off the post. Oh, he beats the goalie, but the post comes up big again. And look at Hansen giving some love to his poster. That's what you like to see. For Chaska, number 12, Noah Schneider will be the first shooter. I wonder what he's going to do here. My guess is high blocker. Here comes Schneider. He walks in nice and slow again. Both these players taking a slow approach. Schneider, low blocker, right over the pad, under the blocker. Perfect shot, not much you can do. Wow, I don't know the age level for these young boys out here, but I assume it's like 10 to 12. And that is an unbelievably hard and perfect shot for a 12-year-old. Wow, impressive. Great shot, Noah Schneider, as he gives his team the lead here. Number 17, Dane Hensler here. Another slow approach here as he takes it wide to his right here. Up in the stick handle here. Forehand, backhand, good save, Hansen. Looked like Hensler was trying to lift the puck over the pad there, but he wasn't able to get much on that, and Hansen's able to shut him down once again. And here comes number 5, Cody Pulisic. Excuse me, sorry. Cody Pulisic here to give his team the 2-0 lead. Nice slow approach again. He goes out to his left here, cuts back to the middle. Super slow. Oh, bar down, high glove. What a shot by Cody. And look at that Selly. He is feeling it. He is feeling himself. That must feel great. I can't imagine how he's feeling right now. Wow, what a shot. And this is staying alive. Here comes Schofield. Number 13, Bruxley Schofield for Woodbury here. Comes in extremely slow. Looks like Evgeny Kuznetsov. Kuzi, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Super slow here, barely moving. Forehand, backhand, and just rolls off his stick. Look at Hansen and some sellies out there. And I do believe that this one could put it away for Chaska here as they send out number 98, Cooper Moulter here to answer the bell. Here comes Cooper here. Goes straight up the middle here. Nice and slow once again. Off the post. Oh, that looked like that went off of Helmberger's blocker, then right off the post, and he goes over to his post and gives it some love. Superstitions are at every age and at every level. Here comes number 20 for Woodbury. She's the only goal scorer tonight for their team. Marta Tiknieko. Here she comes, right up the middle, nice and slow here. Forehand, backhand just rolls off her stick, and Chaska is your Squirt International champions. What a game. You know, a shootout's always electric, but, you know, it's sad when it comes down to this. And you can see the young Chaska cheerleader fans out there throwing their hats and their pom-poms on the ice to try and celebrate with their, you know, maybe siblings, their friends and family out here as they come away with the win. You know, great game. It's always hard when it comes down to a shootout, but, you know, it's a tough loss. Great game. These are two very evenly matched teams, and that is Woodbury's first loss of the season right there. And Woodbury's trying to, you know, give some love to their goalie after a hard shootout there. Not much you can do when you're going up against perfect shots. One that goes right over your block, or right over your pad under your blocker, and the other one that just goes right over your shoulder, bar down. Great game for both these teams. These two teams are filled with amazing players, and you can see some players hugging each other from both teams. Great sportsmanship, great game. This is why people love hockey here. The greatest